We are back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another crypto live stream. Yes, we are back. It's Monday morning, October 7th, and we are getting set for a new week in crypto. So what is happening? What's going on? Are we getting ready for a crypto pump? Where are we right now? Meme coins are starting to move kind of out of nowhere. Started late last night. I was up pretty late tracking some meme coins, making some trades actually. But are we in store for an actual October? I know we got kind of stalled out a little bit with what happened in the Middle East, kind of out of our hands a little bit. Now we do have a potential hurricane, not a potential hurricane. This thing's arguably going to hit here on Wednesday, make landfall. Could that derail some things? Who knows, right? But we're here to break it down. We're here to try to make sense of things. We're here to help, and we're here every single day. So welcome in, baby. Let's go. Smash the like button on your way in if you guys are just dropping in. If you're over on X, like the stream, share the stream with the retweet button or repost button, whatever you guys call it now, because it's not a retweet. I don't know. But welcome in, guys. We're going to dive into it, guys. Give you guys all your best. I just said, guys, 18 million times. I'm a little bit too caffeinated right now, I think. But we got Club Crow in the house. We got Second Chance Yo in the house. We got Millsy in the house. Drop your comments. Let me see who's in the chat. Where are you guys coming in from? Where are you guys coming in from? Let me know what's up. We're going to dive into it. Crypto Breakfast Club coming in at 9:32. That should be a ton of fun. If you guys aren't familiar with that, we do that every single Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I've got XRP up right now because we've got some open positions here. XRP slowly climbing off of that 50 cent level. That was very good to see that we bounced off of 50 cents. And we didn't go below it because I've got some open positions on Margex. I didn't want to get liquidated. I'm hoping this pattern right here that's playing out, that played out back here in September, plays out again here with XRP, and we're able to climb outside of that 65 cent range. That would be beautiful. Got a lot of resistance at 65 cents right now, but we're still in a nice uptrend since July. As you guys can see, that line that we've drawn from the bottom there in July when it comes to XRP. But we'll get into some other plays, some meme coins out there, some things that are moving. We got Finkel in the house. The Roar community. I hear you guys are coming to invade the Crypto Breakfast Club today. Is that true? Did I hear that right? Are you guys coming to raid the Crypto Breakfast Club today? Is the Roar community coming in hot? That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Let's Crow. Chris coming in from California. What's up, Chris? Armin's coming in from Cali. You guys are up early on the West Coast. It's Summers. I like that picture, bro. I like that picture. What's up, brother? Hi, Zach. Nice to see you live. Yes, we are back live, and just been traveling a lot. It's been tough to do my live streams, but that's not an excuse. I gotta make this a Monday through Friday thing. Listen, we're doing the Breakfast Club every Monday through Friday now. I want to have this thing streamed too. Can't wait to get my studio done downstairs. That's going to be sick. We're going to have a nice new spot to stream from. That's going to be a lot of fun. Millsy. Larry's in the house. What's up, brother? My man Larry's got a ton of crypto alpha all the time. He's dropping knowledge all the time on the Breakfast Club. Appreciate you, bro. Boca G got the coffee coming in from Florida. Hopefully all is good down there, man. I know you're in Boca, but hopefully all is well down there. All right, let's get into it, guys. What do you say we get into it? Go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see what's popping, what's moving here this morning. How about MEMECOINS back in the top 100? Yeah, MOG back in the top 100, up 17+%. We've got WIF making some nice runs here, up 71% in the last month, just set monthly highs. I got some whiff in the portfolio. This is, well, one of two dog tokens on Solana that are in the top 100. Of course, Bonk was the first one, then whiff came in hot. But I've got some whiff in the portfolio. I'm liking how this chart is playing out. Meme coins are for real right now. I don't care who you are. You cannot ignore what's going on with meme coins. Our all-time high was set back in March with whiff. Keep in mind, we're still about 46% away from all-time high, $4.85. We bought the dip down in here on support lines at like 140, 145. So we got a nice little position open in whiff. We're up on that position. Ape Fest, are you coming with me? Where's that one at, Larry? When and where? For now, going to be a wild week. Yeah, I hear you, brother. Stay safe down there. Boca, if you need a spot to chill at, let me know. I got you covered, bro. Seriously, though, because Boca's been here with me since day one. This is a day one OG. My man, Boca. Lisbon. We'll have to see when that is, Larry. Hit me up in the back channels, October 17th to the 20th. Ooh, that's going to be a little tough because I'm leaving Thursday for Vegas. I come back, though. When do I come back? I come back the 13th. Potentially. Maybe. But honestly, bro, I'm trying to get back in the saddle. I've been traveling so much. But, man, you said you got my ticket now. Okay, wait a minute. Invite only. Is it something I should be at, Larry? I mean, is this thing top notch? I'm sure it is. If you're going, I'm sure it is. Next 100X gem. What's up, bro? It will only be a Cat 1 over here. That's a walk in the park. I hear you, bro. But, yeah, whiff looks good right now. How about Sui, man? Everybody got nervous with the token unlocks, and Sui's just dominating. We've got a nice open position in Sui. Average cost, we're like at 83 cents. We've been stacking Sui for a while. This, to me, is the Solana of this bull run. This, to me, is the new Solana, if I had to categorize it as such. I love taking a look at some of these new layer ones, right? And trying to get in early. That's the key. Can you get to these layer ones before they go mainstream? And Sui has not seen a bull run yet. We know that. And it's definitely got some big upside potential, in my opinion. We've been talking about Sui for a very, very long time. So if you are an avid listener to this channel and you liked Sui, you're probably in there at a nice spot. And you got to be up because we are close to all-time highs. We're 10% away from all-time highs. We broke $2 within the last week. Right in here. I know it doesn't show it on this chart, but we did on a lot of exchanges. I think it was right in here. Yeah. About 5 days ago, we broke it. But man, look at this thing. Up 127% in the last month. In the last year, up 342%. Take a look at the all chart there. Back in March, we got well over $1. We're heading back up there right now with Sui. So I like this one as a long-term play in this cycle, guys. Really like Sui. I'm with you, Boca. And the Sui bot, yeah. Yeah, I was in a space late last night. As I was trading, I had, a space on in the background. Yeah, Sui, they were talking about the Sui bot. There's a lot of meme coins on Sui, too. Actually doing some big things. What's that one? ACAT or whatever? Yeah, this thing here was pumping. Not financial advice, but this thing was pumping. ACAT on Sui. They've got some meme coins that are starting to pop. So definitely take a look at this one. Let's go, Finkel. I will see you there, bro. Gala price predictions for the bull run. Man, I'm holding the line, Todd, but, you know, gaming is just taking its good old time to come back around. I do think Gala is still a strong play. A lot of competition, though, too. I'm trying to diversify out. I've got some Beam. I've got some Gala. I've got some Mira. I've got some WagMe. I've got some Big Time. Those are my top 5 positions right now in the gaming space. And I do like the gaming space because nobody's talking about it yet, you know? But yeah, Sui's looked pretty solid here, obviously. So has BitTensor Tau. I mean, this thing continues. This is a great AI play. So we were talking about BitTensor most recently back here within the last month, guys. We called this. I threw this out to my Patreon members back in early September when it was about 270, 275, right in here. This thing has absolutely exploded. Take a look at the Tau chart. And XT Algo, my trading indicator, was all over this thing. This is when I decided to get in. It was actually on this uptrend right here. XT Algo tagged it on the daily when it got up over 3. Just gave you a little bit more solidified. But look at this. Momentum up was basically a buy signal on my trading indicator at $320. 24 days ago, we are up 97%. So if you guys are sick and tired of missing out on these opportunities, I'm telling you straight up, man, check out XT Algo. This is my trading indicator. You could set up your own custom alerts. If you had an alert set on Sui on the one day, or I'm sorry, Tau on the one day, I mean, this was a great move to the upside. But there's a 30-day money-back guarantee on all packages. Links down below if you're interested. This is my company I started in August of 2023. We went and found the best trading indicator we could find, the best person to build it. So I'm with you, Boca. My average cost is like 6 cents. But we're a minute away from the Crypto Breakfast Club today, guys. So you guys came to the right place. We're going to get all the way into it here on the Breakfast Club. Can't wait for a great episode today. Not a ton of things happening today in the news, but there are some things we'll address. I got an XRP video out already. How about Brett, though, making some moves too? So I heard some rumors on Brett. I don't know if they're true, full disclosure here, but I heard some rumors on Brett that there could be a big exchange listing coming for Brett. Now, when I hear big exchange listing, I'm thinking Coinbase, I'm thinking Binance. And again, this is just a rumor, but I heard it from multiple people who I trust, but there's no significant evidence. There's nothing that says 100% this is going to happen. You guys can't hear anything? Can you guys all hear me okay? You should be able to hear me. We should be good to go. Make sure your volume's on. Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, unmute on the video. Yeah, that'll help. Yeah, if you're on X, I think it automatically mutes. Loud and clear. Awesome. J Stacks 89 with the $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. We're late. We got to start the Breakfast Club. They're waiting for us. I'm going to get my other phone here real quick. Hold on one sec. Let me get my other phone. It's charging over here. And we're going to fire up the Breakfast Club, guys. You came to the right place here this morning. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys, as always. Let me get my other phone here. Hold on one sec. Alrighty. I might have to turn the volume or that music. You guys can probably hear that music in the background, right? Might have to turn that down. All right, we're going to turn Wi-Fi off because that usually helps. And we're going to fire up the Breakfast Club. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. 80 people going. Register. I think the Roar community is coming in hot. I thought for a minute it wasn't going to start. And I was like, no, don't do this. All right, we are back. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Breakfast Club. Paige, do not interrupt me. Do not. I'm fired up today. I'm caffeinated. We are ready to go. It's the Breakfast Club. We're live on YouTube, live on X, back in the saddle. Monday morning, lot to get to. Meme coins pumping out of nowhere. I was up late trading meme coins. I don't know what you guys were doing, but we've got meme coins pumping kind of out of nowhere. Bitcoin slowly coming up, but made a couple late night trades. I was pumped about that. I'm up pretty big on WIF right now, actually, too. So happy to see WIF making a move finally. I put some tweets out, so we might get raided today, by the way. And I see Roaring Kitty, the community takeovers in here. So they were blowing me up. They've been very adamant. And here's the thing, guys. We are in line for sponsorships. Now we've got a new model, daily, weekly, and monthly sponsors. I'm talking to a lot of companies. So if you're interested in that, the daily sponsor package is very, very affordable and definitely can bring you guys some eyeballs to your project. So if you're interested in that, you want to talk to your devs or whatever, or if you are a dev, come on in. But I threw something out to Roaring Kitty. I said, they just kept hammering and hammering and hammering. I said, okay, if you bring 100 people to the space tomorrow, I'll make a video. Roaring Kitty's in the house. I think we're going to get raided by him, so we'll see. Hopefully they tell the whole crew to come in here. But yeah, this is Crypto Breakfast Club, guys. Welcome in. A lot of things happening in the market. Always, always, always. A couple non-meme coins that have just been on an absolute tear lately have continued their upward trajectory. BitTenzer, Tau, and Sui. We could talk a little bit about that. We've got Brett, one of my favorite meme coins, pumping here a little bit, up 9%. Now, I will tell you guys this. I don't know this to be true 100%, but I heard a rumor from a couple different people who are pretty quality sources. And again, don't shoot the messenger here. I don't know for sure. If I do know for sure, I will say that. But I hear that Brett could be getting a big listing, quote unquote, soon, right? Which is our favorite word in crypto, soon. But when I hear big listing, I think Coinbase, I think Binance. I don't know. We'll see. But you know, we started accumulating Brett like at $100 million market cap. We got a big position. That's one of the ones I'm betting big on here. It went all the way up to 1.9 billion. We took some profits at the top. We talked about that on the space, and then dipped back down to what, 500 million. And I've been stacking back up. So I'm pretty pumped with Brett. Full disclosure, I've been working with the Brett team too for a while, since they were on their way up to 1.9 billion. So happy to be part of that squad, because that is the official mascot of one of the biggest, if not the biggest, layer 2, at least the hottest one right now on ETH with the base chain. So we've got that going on. Pepe's pumping. It broke that zero again, back up 9%. Bonk has been up a little bit. Yeah, meme coins are really controlling the narrative right now. Zach, I saw your MAGA token. All of a sudden, the election heating back up, huh? The MAGA token's up 34%. I see it. I see it.
Yeah. I was trading it yesterday. Yeah, it's up. It was up. It's going to move. You know, the political stuff, it moves when it's political season. So when everyone's over here buying, you know, the Neros, that kind of shit, I'm over there sneaking in and getting my positions ready for the political stuff. I try to buy when no one's talking. Do you know what I mean? And that's just what I do. It doesn't matter what it is. The money's flowing. I hear some news, shit's going to pump. That's what I move to. But I'll let you finish. But yeah, I was up late last night trading back. Today gas fees are ridiculous, so I'm just letting it ride up.
Yeah, I hear that. Boca, one of my OGs, who's been with me since day one, he's coming in on YouTube right now. We're live on YouTube, live on X, right here on the space too. My man Boca G down there in Florida. Hopefully everybody in Florida's okay right now and just getting prepared, whatever they got to do. I don't want to get into the weeds on that, but there's some iffy shit going on. But anyway, back to crypto. Boca said, why the flagship base coin is not on Coinbase is confusing to me. I agree. I think it's only a matter of time until Brett gets listed at Coinbase, I would think. I mean, why wouldn't they list their own flagship meme coin on the centralized exchange? I mean, and even without it, went to 1.9 billion. I know this is sexy to say, or it's I don't know what the word is. It's cliche or whatever. But like Brett could be the Shiba Inu of this cycle or whatever. But I think it can be. I mean, you can make the argument for Pepe too. But I think Brett could be. I mean, if it gets listed to Coinbase and we get that big influx of new retail money and they're pouring in, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, Brett's sitting there as the mascot of the base chain and really Coinbase at large. I mean, it could be interesting. And don't forget about Tron meme coins too. We can get into that. HGACESS, one of our sponsors, long-term sponsors on the channel. Shout out to them. They're up 32% today. They're starting to make a move. Shout out to Mar and OG in our spaces. Shout out to Mar. Our trade making a nice little move today, up 26+%. I see that. We got a lot of meme coins moving. A lot of meme coins moving. Paid, what's going on, man? and then we'll get over to Larry, and then feel free, guys, come on up and join the stage. Don't be afraid. Come on up here and join us. But what's going on, Pate?
Yo, I was talking to Zach from Subway yesterday about MEMECOINS. That shit was at like 180K, like not even a couple weeks ago. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? How is this even possible? I got a little position, so I'm like, how is this even possible? And now it hit like 1.7 mil like yesterday. And I'm like, damn, this shit might just start running soon. Like the whole rest of the market hasn't started moving, and MEMECOINS hit 1.7 all-time high. I think it was like 9, maybe, Zach, something like that. It's not that far off. Like it seems far off, but like with the market being sideways / down right now, I think MEMECOINS is going to make a little run over the next month or so. That shit looks like it's about to hit all-time highs again, in my opinion. It ran up from 180K to 1.7 million, almost a 10x right there, while the market is down.
Yeah, it's got a good narrative. It's an OG meme. It's kind of tied in with Pepe. Really clean contract. Those are the things we looked at. I remember, when we decided to partner up with them long term. So, yeah, I like it, man. There's so much to like right now, especially in the meme coin space. If you're not playing the meme coin game, I just don't know what you're doing. I mean, at this point, it's insane. I know Larry's always got some alpha for us. What's going on, brother? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Zach. Yeah, another meme that pumped pretty hard today that was, I thought was pretty, I knew it was going to happen, but it's ridiculous. Really popular in APAC market is Hippo. It was surprising to see how much it pumped today and yesterday. Yeah, on Sui, the new Sui bot too, since you mentioned Sui, there's another bot. I can't remember. It was in a Chinese Discord. They're talking about it's also pumping pretty hard. So, yeah, I think your observations on it being the Solana of this run are pretty accurate. It has quite a bit of support here in the localized market. I'll be meeting up with some of their team or their core or whatever for Sui at Shanghai Blockchain Week this Friday. So I'll see what's up with what's going on with Sui on the APAC side, and bring some other alpha here. Maybe I'll speak from the event live because it's going to be for 2 days in Shanghai. So I'll be there, and then I'm going to Ape Fest in Lisbon. I'll open the door for you, Zach. If you want to ride, man, you're welcome, bro. So it's invite only, or you got to hold an ape, and I'm waiting to roll with you, bro. If you want to do some content, since we missed Token 2049 because of the typhoons, so another opportunity to bring some alpha,
Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I'll get back to. I'm heading to Vegas this weekend with a bunch of friends. Pumped about that, but I should be back in time. Maybe make that move. Oscar, my buddy Oscar, just joined us. We're talking maybe next month going out to Thailand for the first ever ShibaCon event for the. Yeah, that should be a ton of fun too. So we were looking at those dates. I think it's like a 4 or 5 day event. That's been in the works for a while, and they're finally putting one together. So, I know Oscar was interested in that. I think, Zach, you're obviously huge into SHIB. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, listen, on that note, real quick, I reached out to Lucy and Shaitoshi. I said, hey,
yeah.
I said, I get free tickets to the Bitcoin Nashville event. If I can't get a press pass to Shiba Inu, it's like, come on, bro. Yeah, Oscar, I put a good word in for you too, bro. So
right, I agree. That the best thing they could do is get all the influencers, everything.
Yeah, get us there.
It was Elon Musk. You got to get everyone there. I think it's the end of the treat yourself tour, so something exciting might happen. It would be good to have all the coverage. You know what I mean? First ever, they should hit it out. I'll reach out too.
Yeah, the VIP pass is like $1,800 or whatever. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see we'll see what's going on. But hopefully they can get some of the influencers. We've been there since day one, and it's like I'm not trying to not trying to say it like, but we've never been paid or nothing. You know what I mean? We're just doing it organically because we love what it stands for. And obviously it got a lot of people into crypto, and it was unbelievable. Right. You know, I mean, back in 2021, it was wild what was happening, you know, and we just, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. But.
No, I can say this because I'm not an influencer. I don't really know what things.
Go ahead.
You know, in regards to you guys, you, Oscar, Austin, you guys are the ones onboarding people into SHIB and getting new people understanding what it is and, you know, getting them to look at it. So you guys are the front line. I don't care what anyone says. They should give you passes. You know what I mean? When new retail comes in, they're going to come to your guys' videos, and the first thing they're going to go to is probably, you know, Ethereum, and then figure out what SHIB is, and then put their money in SHIB, and then learn the ecosystem and everything. But you guys are the front line, 100%. Go look at the views. The views say everything on YouTube. You know what I mean? You can do a tweet, but if you go really look at the views, new people, they're going to go to YouTube and find out where they fit in or what they like. And you are the front line. So a VI pass to you guys is a no-brainer.
I mean, it doesn't cost them anything. And Zach and Oscar, your guys and Austin's videos it's not even just small retail, it's institutional investment too. A lot of people have used your guys' material for that. So what's a couple $100 basically or nothing for them, you know, to bring you guys in.
Dude, I remember, and I want to get right down to Oscar here too, and appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you guys share the room. We got a lot to get into. We're just getting started here. But I remember when the whole 2021 craze was going, and when they set their all-time high that day, I believe I was live for 7 hours, and it's still my #1 live stream, over 250,000 views. At one point, we had 25,000 people with us live. And all I could think about in my head was, this is like an NBA arena filled, just hanging out, watching the SHIB chart pump. It was wild. And I know Oscar remembers those days too. But yeah, I mean, we just did it for the love of the game. I mean, obviously it would have been great to be onboarded as a team member, but I get it. It's true decentralization, and that's their angle. And I get it. It makes sense. But yeah, I mean, Lucy, if you're listening, get Oscar and I some passes. Get Austin out. We'll all come out there. We'll promote it. Oscar, what's up, bro? Good morning.
Hey, what's going on, fam? Just really quick, you know, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this because it's been like a few days that I've been thinking on this, and kind of like to this conversation, I think it can add value. So when I kind of did my research, right, on this ShibaCon, I love it. I think the idea is great. The only thing that I did mention is that I don't know if I'm ready for another 10+ hour flight because Singapore destroyed me. But I mean, kind of like on my way back. But going to Shiba Inu, okay, we're nobody special, right? Like we're not like, you know, the greatest commentators, whatever. Which is not the football whatsoever, Olympics. But for crypto, like, if you think about it, right? I mean, who talks about Shiba Inu for free for the team or for the community every single day? Well, commentators or content creators, right? I mean, we're like those, like kind of like to Zach's point, like we're those first liners that people are like, okay, what is this crazy meme going token? Okay, let's see. Let's kind of pull up a TikTok video or like a YouTube video. Oh, okay, there's this Mexican guy and this crazy cool Ohio guy, you know, I mean, what are they talking about? Okay, boom, there it is. But I mean, it's just been so much and so long that we have gone with SHIB that I kind of like see their perspective as far as not reaching out to us, because they're like, no, those guys are kind of like could be contrarians. But on the other side, when you're like making a big conference, will be cool to have those loud voices that brought a lot of people to SHIB. To be honest with you, like I think whether they like us or not, or they agree with us or not, I mean, Austin Hilton, shout out to him. Like he is one of the biggest voices that I think a lot of us we've heard, and you can see in the numbers. Then we got Zach, we have Crypto Money Maker, we have, you know, other different people, me and other ones. Like, I think we're just people who are not only, I mean, real, like we're dogs, but people can kind of like connect with us, right? And to the conference point, the price for VIP is decent. I like it. 2,900, cool, not bad. The price for normal is like $50. I never saw like a press pass because I kind of wanted to apply, and I'm like, well, it would be pretty cool to say, you know what, first kind of like Thailand conference, let's get some of the influence. Maybe I don't go, that's fine, or maybe I'm not selected, that's fine. Maybe they only have 3 people, so that's totally fine, right? But as long as we see some representation, that's kind of like what I wanted to. I mean, let's not be close-minded and have some representation at the Shiba Inu Con, and that's it. I mean, it's like a month to go or so, and being prepared, that will be good. But yeah, I mean, I do agree, having some of that strong arm marketing side, because I mean, I think Shaitoshi on its own is enough. Maybe, I don't know the way you see it, guys, but I mean, yes, he has 1 million followers. He's obviously the boys, kind of like when it comes to what's going on with Chip, but I think also dogs, people that don't carry a mask, right? I mean, people that you can see face to face, that's also pretty relevant for those new people who are looking for somebody that says like it is.
100%, bro. Yeah, I would love to get that invite. You know, I think it was 2 years ago, 2022, some community members tried to put one together. And a good friend of mine who lives out in Vegas, he's a huge promoter in Vegas, was piecing it all together. And I linked them up with them, and it didn't work or whatever, because they said they wanted to do their official thing. So it's good to see they're actually doing it now, you know, a couple years removed from that. And hopefully, yeah, well, we'll see, right? I'll let you know, by the way, if they get back to me. They've read the message, but they left me on red so far. So we'll see how that plays out. Cadillac Island, what's up? Zach, you got something first? Or Zach might be having issues. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Cadillac. I said Cadillac Island. I don't know why. It just rolled off the tongue. Kuliak.
That's right. You got it. Thanks, man. I appreciate you giving me an opportunity here. You know, we have a whole bunch of folks from the Roaring Kitty community in the space right now. We are appreciating you mentioning us in the space. You know, we are a growing community. Currently, our market cap is pretty small. It's about 2 mil, and the best part of it, we have no devs. Just playing CTO, and we are growing organically. So I don't know what's the head count of how many people we have right now listening to you, but I think it's quite a few. And we deeply appreciate it if you could do a video sometime in the near future. So
yeah, bro, you guys are all over the YouTube channel right now too. So I appreciate it. Listen here too, and I threw that out there. We do have some opportunities. If you guys want to become a mainstay here, we'd love to have you. I mean, if you're interested in that, hit up myself, Paid, or Zach. But yeah, I'll put a little something out for you guys. I'm actually invested too. So that was another reason why I, did that last night when I was on Twitter. I'm trying to bring Paid back up, or I'm sorry, Zach back up here. Zach, you've been worse than Paid recently, bro, with your Wi-Fi situation there. Trying to bring you back up. But yeah, man, you guys went, I can't remember how high you guys went, but I remember I got in when the whole Roaring Kitty, when he came back to life. I can't remember. Was that earlier this year? I think it was.
Yeah, it was earlier this year, and we went up to 4.5 million market cap. So the potential is there. You know, we just because we're an organic community, we don't pay for advertisement. We just chill, and we're trying to just get this off the ground. And if Lucy is listening now, she probably could hook us up with someone that could help us bridge into Shibarium, because we're looking to bridge to Shibarium as well. So that would be really sweet.
Nice. Yeah, I see you guys. I mean, the chart looks solid. I'm sure Zach will run it through his contract bot there. Zach, are you back up here with us? I think you might be. It's the one on ETH that they're talking about. 790F is the last. digits. But yeah, also if you're interested in a daily full, breakdown, and if you're interested in that, let us know and we can work something out. But yeah, I staying true to my word because I saw you guys rating. I was like, all right, if you can get a bunch of people in here, which I'm sure you guys have quite a few. I see a ton of comments coming in on YouTube. So appreciate that, man. Appreciate the support, and we support you guys too. So
certainly. Yeah. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. A couple other things that I'm looking at here, guys. This is one we've talked about here before. Turbo on Ethereum turning back up the last 3-4 days. $419 million market cap. This thing just won't go away. This is definitely one under the radar too. Not really talked about a lot. Its contract ending in 20D3. Take a look at that chart. I mean, that is a strong looking chart here that's held the line. It's held support a couple different times down there at like 0.003. It hit it down there in July twice, hit it down there in August, stayed down right at that level in September, and right around mid-September started pumping back up. And yeah, sitting at $419 million market cap. That's one that I like. We talked about Brett on base. I still like, there's another one I still like that I'm invested in. It's down from its all-time highs, but it's called Toshi, sitting at an $83 million market cap. Still really good volume. So if you're looking for something under 100 mil, that's on an uptrend here too, since late September. I do like that one. Giving you guys some plays here. How about Moo on Solana? Moo the bull. I like this one too. It's turning up again here the last 4 or 5 days. $122 million market cap, over 62,000 holders. They've hung in there really well. I'm keeping my eye on this DGen token too. So apparently they could be getting listed on Coinbase soon. They're sitting at $102 million market cap, way down from all-time highs, but still looking pretty solid. What else do we like here? What else? We mentioned Pepe and Brett. Those are some big guns. I still hold a pretty good size position in Ponky too on Solana. $174 million market cap. That chart still looks really good. Holding the line there. So a lot of meme coins here, but there's a reason why. I mean, there's just that's where the retail's going. I never got into this APU on ETH. But that thing is pumping like crazy the last 48 hours too. $183 million market cap, 20,000 plus holders on Ethereum. It's another one catching my eye right now. But we got another speaker up here. We've got Random Arts. What's going on, bro?
How you doing, brother? How everybody doing today?
Doing great, man. Another week, just kicking things off. Monday morning. Always my favorite, to kind of start the week, just kind of get in the right headspace for, I'm sure, another wild week in crypto, man. How are you?
I'm doing well, and likewise. Mondays used to be my worst days, but ever since, getting into investing, like I tend to look forward to Mondays better than the weekends.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. I don't know. Are you full-time in Web3 now too?
Still have other gigs that I'm doing, not full-time as of yet, but had to pick up some more gigs.
Got you, man. Yeah, it's, when you're full-time, it's just every day's kind of, I don't know, Monday or Saturday, whatever you prefer, right? But, there's no sleeping with crypto. That's for sure.
Definitely for sure.
Real quick. Hold on, guys, real quick. Zach is back up here, by the way. And also, if you come to the stage, share the room, or you will be kicked. More likely by Zach from Subway than me.
No, I appreciate that, man. But Random, you got anything for us? You got any alpha? What do you got, bro?
Well, no, you mentioned Turbo. As soon as Turbo, that crypto, man, like just the way that everything just developed with it. I said this early on, like it. I know you guys hear this all the time. It reminds you of Shiba Inu or reminds you of something, but really just how the community is formed, it's very, very similar to Shiba Inu, especially how organic everything is. And, at the heart of Turbo, it's a CTO. And that's one of the biggest, like, for me, like, realization that I got was like CTOs are really the ones that structure properly, of course. CTOs, they have the potential to really moon. And especially if you catch some early on, man, the sky's the limit for those.
Yo, bro, I hear that, and I want to get down to we brought another Zach up here too, who runs a great space. I was actually listening in to their space last night. I'll get to you in just a sec, but reason why I like Turbo, not only things look good, volume, chart, all of that. I just love that it's flying under the radar. I feel like you're still early because it's just not talked about a lot, really. Still, I mean, it kind of flies under the radar, and it's kind of crazy when you consider $400+ million market cap, and everybody's just kind of still quiet on it. When did that go to a community takeover? By the way, was that always that way, or?
It was always that way from when it started.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's the greatest aspect because, like, anytime when I say true community takeover, I'm meaning like there's like the devs don't hold a huge supply, because a lot of time what you see with a lot of these cryptos, they're not really mooning, is there is some type of insider that's holding this huge supply, or even if it's not even huge, but it's like bigger than what the normal community have. And anytime the crypto start to pump, they're the one who's taken away from the liquidity, especially if they receive the tokens for free. And with Turbo and all these other different CTOs that are structured properly, man, like just a little volume for them and they'll start to fly.
100%, man. Yeah, I like it for sure. Okay, we got another speaker down there, Shiba Capital. What's going on?
Hey, Zach, how's it going? I just want to first say something about Apu. I think they just released NFTs, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it's like 7,777 NFTs. And I think they have a pretty good followers. So that's something that you might want to take a look into. I don't know how prominent NFTs are, but I just want to share that information since you mentioned Apu. But I also wanted to mention about Ad Astra. Have you heard about that project?
No, I have not.
Okay, so Ad Astra, it's there's a token about it. It's a CTO, but basically Ad Astra is a term used by Elon Musk. It means to go to the stars, and he actually has a school named Ad Astra that's supposed to start in October. It's been delayed. It's in Texas. And the CTO took it over probably 2 months ago.
So real quick, is this the one? Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm looking at the right one. It's only 186K market cap, 756 holders.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay. It's contract for everybody listening. It's contract ending in 4BCD. Ad space Astra ASTRA. Go ahead, bro. I just want to get that straight.
Yeah. So I've been in it for like a couple weeks, and the community is really great. The team is based. I think some people here are in it, and what's much better is and one guy just did a space for it yesterday. His name is Snoop, but they're actually giving out, like, supporting schools in Nigeria by providing school supplies. And also even Starlink, you know what Starlink is, right? Like Elon Musk's invention, helping, in Israel, and not Israel, but, that area. And also right now in hurricane, right? So what they did was they sent out a Starlink to that school so they can get online education as well. So they're doing this like something. So CTO is kind of becoming a thing, but I feel like the more what's going to shift towards is more like a humanitarian, aspect in the crypto space, even if it's a memes. So companies have like corporate social responsibility and that kind of stuff. But I think community in cryptos are starting to embrace outreach to, the real world. And I think that connection is going to be very important. And Larry has a hand up, so maybe he knows.
Yeah, I provided an audit for Ad Astra. I know the team. They are fairly based, and we provided an audit for their smart contract. The news hasn't been released yet. We haven't did the presser or anything, but so they were able to send a Starlink medium to Lagos, Nigeria, to a university that provides free education and subsidized education for elementary to middle school, high school, and adult learners. And they also provided just several rural schools outside of Lagos, like almost 500 book bags, stationery, pens, notebooks, etc. So they are really doing the work without a huge market cap. They're a CTO, and this is what they've chosen to do without having a billion market cap or a $50 million market cap. So when people do the right things, I like to get involved, and I'm in the community as well. I know that we don't really shill unless, there's the permission to be shilled, but Shiba's in our community as well, Zach. So it is a very altruistic. There's no LARP. There's no cap. The community is really doing the work. They sent the Starlink medium to there and to great effect. Now they don't have any internet outages there at that school. It's allowing equal access for young learners and people that would not be able to be in the community of DeFi.
That's good stuff.
So
I just, that's great stuff, Larry. I just realized they're following me on X, so I just followed them back. This could be a really interesting play. Talk about an early opportunity. 453 holders on their X account. They were following me. I just followed them back, and I just messaged them. Maybe we can get them on the Crypto Breakfast Club. Maybe even get them on as a sponsor and talk to them. This is what it's all about. So love it. Shiba Capital, thanks for that. Appreciate you, bro.
I apologize. I didn't know the rule that well, but I didn't mean to show, but I wanted to share.
That's all good.
The effort they're doing.
Here's the thing. That was like organic way to do it, right? It's hard to put it in words, but you guys know the wrong way and the right way to kind of go about this, and that was the right way. If that makes sense. The
feeling.
Yeah,
exactly. The vibe has to be there. The Zach vibe has to be there for sure.
Yeah,
but, I'm involved with that, and I have put some infrastructure behind it from MetaTrust into Ad Astra, so on their security and making sure that the contract's good to go. So I did that out of my own resources. I don't buy into any tokens really, but I have tried to been instrumental, and I co-hosted that space that he was talking about yesterday with Snoop at SRT3 for Ad Astra. So yeah, I'm happy to see all of our community in here as well. I don't really try to put myself out there for that, but for an altruistic cause, Zach, they are really doing God's work, whoever God may be to you, but it's not bullshit. I'm going to Lagos again to check behind what we're doing there, so.
That's good stuff.
Good to be here. Just to let you know, it's real deal.
Not listed on any centralized exchanges yet, right? From what I can tell here, I'm just taking a look at their website. Zero buy tax, zero sell tax. Ownership is renounced. We 10 billion token supply. They're on Ethereum. Really interesting. So hopefully somebody from the team reaches back out. Again, 186K market cap.
Well, Zach, you're actually talking to someone from the community, one of the community leaders right now, de facto. I just try to always keep things, business and copacetic out of respect for you and the rest of the community. But I mean, if you really want to get behind something where it's not LARP, they're not going to talk about drilling a water well that no one can use, or it won't happen until they hit 500. They sent Starlink medium in. We have more plans to push out more logistical and technical support, not just there, but the next one would be domestically stateside for the victims and the affected in the recent natural weather disaster. I don't want to get too political on your space, but everyone knows what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. And we are in the process of doing that right now. I have a few governmental resources, so I'm already been busy working on that for the last week. So Ad Astra is beyond just Nigeria or Sub-Saharan Africa. Now the next big project is stateside. So we're doing it right now. And if you want to find out more about the altruistic mission at AdS, it would be Cheers to Crypto and SRT3 are the two organizations that are providing the direct ground support and the logistics to provide all of the provisions. I will bring in the Red Cross and some UNICEF this coming week. I'm just going to drop a little alpha. You funding the token has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with what the community is doing without a handout. They've never asked for anything. So it will definitely be a play that's going to be solid as far as like genuine inclusivity of people in need and being inclusive of your fellow mankind, of your fellow human being. It's something that we don't do enough in the space. Not a shill, just to make you aware of what they're doing in real time.
No,
Guys, real quick,
Yeah,
Zach posted the rules above just for anyone who doesn't know. Guys, if you come up to the stage, we'd love to have you, but if you didn't share the room, I'm muting you.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And again, we got some hands up here. We're going to get to everybody. Shout out to everybody listening on X. Already over 1,000 people have listened in on the X live stream. We've got a good showing here. Monday mornings are always fun, man, just kicking things off. And we've got obviously a ton of people hanging out with us on YouTube Live, too. Shout out to everybody over there. Let's get down to, I think, Tyler, and then we'll go to Your Corp, and then we'll come back up to Random. Tyler, what's going on, man? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. I have been really busy with life, so I can only listen when I can, but I am honestly just curious because I've been holding this coin and accumulating every now and then as much as I can, but I'm curious what made MABA go up so much. I mean, I've kind of seen some things, but I'm not, and I try to look at those things, but I'm not sure, so I'm just curious if anyone has insight on that. But other than that, I will step down after this. I just was curious if anyone had any insight because I am genuinely wanting to know.
I think it's just probably the narrative of the election being, so close and things are heating back up. And I think, I'm looking at one that I've held for a really long time, one of my best plays this cycle. And if I had the balls to hold longer, it would have been even bigger. But Donald Trump is up too. That thing's pumping a little bit too. Yeah, I think all of these tokens, there's definitely some opportunity here. These next, few weeks here and leading up to the election. I mean, these narratives are going to come back around. So, yeah, MAGA on ETH ending in D7C5, now up 48% today after just about a similar move yesterday. 5.5 million in DEX volume alone here in the last 24 hours. Over 21,000 holders. I know Zach from Subway is just foaming at the mouth right now. He is so fucking excited. He can't even contain himself.
It's crazy. To see Elon come out with them and speak next to him, how can it not move? I mean, these are the plays that make you money. You just got to pay attention.
Man, that video of him in Pittsburgh last night just hurt my soul, man. I didn't know how to feel about it because I'm a big Elon fan, but I'm a huge Cleveland Browns fan. I know, tears of sorrow. We won't go down that road too long, but I didn't know how to feel about it, man. He's sitting there waving a terrible towel, and I'm just like, oh. God. But he was in Pittsburgh or wherever outside there for that rally. And yeah, it was cool stuff. But yeah, this political token narrative is going to heat back up. So in all seriousness, lock in here. I mean, there's going to be some money to be made here leading up to the election with these political meme coin narratives, 100%. Your Corp, what's up, man?
Good morning, guys. How y'all doing, man? Long time haven't been here. Sorry about that. I've just been busy with life and doing some other stuff that's making me a good amount of money. I just wanted to ask you guys, well, first I want to say hi to everybody. Hope everybody's good. And I wanted to ask again about the Astrat. If you can repeat the last 4 digits of it, it sounds like a really good stuff, what they're doing. It gave me goosebumps when I heard what they're doing in Nigeria and all these places. So that's actually pretty good. Those are the type of token that I like to see that, it's not just, even if it's meme, but it also has some type of usage and helping somebody else, doing something for humanity. Because to tell you the truth, that's what I like, man. That people get together, that we help each other, and that we grow in education, financial wise, and everything together. Learning more every day. So I just wanted to ask, can you provide me with the last 4 digits again of the contract? And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, bro, I gotcha. It's 4B as in boy, CD. 4BCD. Yeah, 188K market cap right now. So appreciate you for listening in, bro. I know you're always busy, man, but you're always a big supporter, man. We appreciate you.
No, definitely, man. And I'm sorry that I haven't been so involved lately, but again, I'm trying my best to be involved as much as I can. But there's some other stuff that also making me money, and trying to make it happen.
That's it, bro. Just keep going, keep grinding. We're all gonna get there.
Thank you guys. You guys be safe.
Appreciate you, man.
Yo, you know what I love about your corp? Every time he comes in the room, this dude is working on something. It don't even matter what the fuck he's working on. He just walks in the room and he's doing something with life, you know? Like, goddamn, your corp, shout out. And don't forget, guys, he had a major surgery a little while ago. Luckily, he came out really well on the other end of that, but your corp's always working. You got to give him some credit here.
And paid.
Thank you, Paige. I appreciate it.
Guys, we got some breaking news. Here. Came out about 20 minutes ago. So Cointelegraph reporting just in, Robinhood's chief legal officer could replace Gary Gensler as the SEC chair under Trump. Speculation rises that Dan Gallagher could take over as the SEC chair if Trump wins, potentially bringing a pro-crypto shift in regulation. This is massive. That is huge. Obviously, so much riding, I think, on this election, not only when it comes to crypto, but when it comes to a lot of things. But that's some big news there coming out. Cointelegraph reporting that. So I'm going to go ahead and share that on my timeline too. That's big stuff there.
Yeah, Zach, the thing is, I don't know how bullish that really is. You know, Robinhood only has like 15 cryptos on this platform currently. You know, like, I don't know.
No. You're misunderstanding. This guy could take over as the SEC chair. Fuck Robinhood. This guy's pro-crypto could take over. Gary Gensler could be out if Trump gets in. This is huge.
And Gallagher has bipartisan support, Zach. He has support from both lobbies on the Democratic and the Republican side. Just the FYI. He's been in fintech and DeFi for quite some time. He'd be the best choice to bring moderation and to make both parties happy. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it is alpha for sure.
No, that could be huge. I mean, Trump did say, I was there live at Bitcoin Nashville, he would fire Gary Gensler. So we'll see. He also said free Ross, fire Gary Gensler. He absolutely got a kick out of the whole Gary Gensler thing, man. When he said it, the place erupted. He was like, oh, you guys like that? It was like a kid in a candy shop. He's like, I'll say it again. I was dying. But anyway, random, go ahead, man. Then we'll get to Mar.
Yeah, before I step down, just wanted to get the social for that project that's doing the humanitarian. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's Ad Astra, ADASTRA. The social is at AD_ASTRA_ ETH. And it's pumping. I bet you some people are buying on the space right now. It's 193K market cap. Hold on, let me go buy some. Mar, what's up, bro?
What's up, Zach? Hey, guys. Hope everyone is doing great. Good morning to everyone. No, yeah, man. The market looks good. I did see the news. I forgot, when I normally get the news, I post them real quick. Yeah, I was so thrilled about that news. I don't, whatever. I don't give a fuck about GameStop fucking people. I love Robinhood. I like, doing my swing trades on Robinhood. I think it's easy as hell, man. Even a 5-year-old could go in there and do trading and buy their crypto. And yeah, if this guy comes up, of course Robinhood's gonna have more cryptocurrencies, But Zach, yeah, I did a trade on our trade. I got in right when it almost added another zero. So yeah, I guessed the bottom, which that's good, people. That's really hard. It's almost impossible. But yeah, I did catch the bottom of it. Got a trade, and I do want to bring a secret weapon that I invested back in September. The reason I actually invested in this project is because, you guys have heard the story before that my portfolio was down big time. I started at 6 figures. It was down to like halfway 5 figures. So I met 2 individuals, smart as hell, one of the smartest people I ever met. When it comes to understanding technology and and investing also. They're pretty good at investing too, but they understand the tech. Once you understand the team, what they're building and what they're all about, they don't give a shit about the chart. They know the chart is going to do their own thing. I got into this project back in September, and some of my friends, I'm not too smart when it comes to tech. We've been doing our, more research on it. And man, this thing, Michael's going to hate me for this. Look, I know Sui is doing great, but I'm a fan of Caspa, but I think this monster is going to probably get to the top 10. It's going to blow by, and again, no financial advice. It's going to blow by Cardano. Man, and the more I read about it, the more insane it is. I really do think Tau is going to hit top 10, man. It's going to hit top 10, and this blockchain is just insane. They pumped hard because, again, I always write the news of smart contracts being released back in September, October. And back in September, they announced it. And yeah, man, I love this project. It's sitting at around $4 billion. I got in around $200. It's like $600. It also has 21 million total supply, proof of stake. But it's just a monster, man. It's a monster. And I actually invested on it almost blinded just because these guys told me about it. The same people, like I said, that saved my portfolio 2 years ago. And, when those guys say something, I'm like, okay, I look at it, boom, let me put it. I didn't go that big on it. I wish I would have invested more. Would have had 3x already, but this thing is a monster, and I do see it in the top 10. It will be disappointed for me if I don't see this blockchain, or at least close in the top 10 during even the peak of the bull run.
No, that's good stuff. I mean, I'm with you. I made a play on it. I mean, this wasn't even a month ago at $275. I mean, full disclosure, I threw it out to my Patreon members. There's a quick little plug. But my trading indicator called it XT Algo, and I was looking for an entry for a while. And in less than a month, it went from 275. I don't even know what it is right now, 600 something. I mean, crazy run.
$600.
Yeah.
And just back in 2023, it was around $30, man. On $30 during the bear, we'll say that was still the bear market. So it's just like Caspa and a few other ones. They haven't had a bull market yet, but the AI is just insane. And let me tell you, these guys are not big fans of proof of stake, but they're taking it to another level. They're taking it to another level, and they have it over Caspa. Sorry, Caspa boys. For me, Caspa is still my favorite. But yeah, they have it over Caspa.
So,
just what they're building.
So, quick question. I think Larry would probably be best to answer. It is proof of work, right, Larry? Tau?
Yeah, Tau is proof of work, but it has a lot more cloud mining emphasis though too. It's a lot of mining apparatus are you pick one or the other, or you can do a pool. But Tau is set up to be mined from. Without having to buy any machines, just on nodes or on a group compute on cloud mining. So it's pretty. I think that's what I'm bullish on that part of Tau too, as far as their infrastructures. They thought ahead of like a lot of the other proof of work of miners that they make it easy for you to sit at home and cloud mine if you want to just basically if you can stake, you can mine Tau from a cloud mining setup. So
yeah, it's kind of strange. At the end, I think it lands also on like proof of stake. it's weird, you know, but they love it, man. Yeah, and these guys, and let me tell you something, Zach, these two guys, which, you know, they're all about security. They don't give a shit. They don't care if the chain, you know, they want the chain to be fast, you know, they want the chain to, but they don't give a shit if it slows down. He goes, listen, the greatest cities in the world have traffic. That's fucking awesome when they say it. The greatest cities in the world have traffic. Their main shit is security. Like, and it's true. They always talk about highways. Listen, a city could have traffic, but if the highways are done correctly, you know, traffic, everything, you know, will be secure. You know, their thing is security, and they said this thing for them. There's nothing like Bitcoin. They still believe that Bitcoin is the most secure fucking network out there. You know, and they actually said this is like the closest to it, and IVAX. They do tend to argue a little bit over IVAX, you know, but a lot of them are huge, and that's why I've always said it here, you know, because of them, my biggest holding is IVAX, and yeah, man, look, back in when I bought Bitcoin on 17, close to 18K, I bought 2 Bitcoins, you know, and they're also good at you know, investing, and I basically sold 1 Bitcoin for IVAX, and it was a great move because Bitcoin was like close to 50K already, and people are like, oh, but it hit 70K. Yeah, but at that time I sold the 50K and I got IVAX like super beyond cheap, like on the $10, you know. So and look what IVAX, it ended up going to $37, you know. So yeah, that's for them. It's all about security, and if you think about it, that is at the end what it's got to be, security. You know, especially everything that goes on, you know, in crypto.
When I bought Bitcoin, it was 66, and at a few minutes it gets down.
What? What was that?
I have no idea.
Zach, this is what Zach. Just let me and bring people up. Let us.
I didn't bring. Maybe I did. Okay.
No, you definitely did.
I'm not host anymore, so.
I'm just looking at MAGA. It's up 58% now, and Ad Astra is up 41%. I don't want to jinx anything, but anyways, Matt, what's going on, bro?
Zach, you have to bring up the other Zach as co-host.
Oh, I tried. Okay. He needs to get a better internet connection.
It's because I'm driving to the hotel and some shitty service. Another week, my hotel closes, and I'll be on my computer.
Zach, you need to get fucking Starlink in your car.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, right. Listen. Elon can do that. He can provide all that, but he can't fucking fix X-Space. Are you kidding me?
It is kind of wild. Matt, what's going on, bro? How you feeling this morning? What's going on, man?
Good morning. I woke up to people shooting shotguns about a couple 100 yards from my lake cabin because there's ducks and shit out here. So I woke up thinking I was back in Baghdad. I'm like, wow, what the hell? Where'd that come from? I mean, we're talking like 7 a.m. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what day is it? Where am I? I mean, I was thrown for it. And then I'm like, wait a minute, it's Monday. We got the Breakfast Club. How cool is that? So right away, I got over my ill will towards these hunters and just look forward to the Breakfast Club, made some coffee. Everything's cool. And then guess what? Monday morning, the charts turn green. How cool is that? The charts, they're like green across the board, except Caspa. Sorry. But they are green. And it is great. In the meme coins, man, I sold everything for this crappy little meme coin called Doggo a while back. Not everything. I don't sell my Trump coins. But this little Doggo, like yesterday, it was like at 9 million. And right now it's like over 13. But I bought into it at 16 mil. So I'm like, all right, maybe I can get my money back and be happy about this. And then I did a little more research and I'm like, wait a minute, it's a huge Southeast Asian community. I'm going to let that one ride. Hopefully that pulls off some Nero CTO vibes because if I would have held on to that Nero coin, that CTO Nero coin, I ain't going to say how much money I would have right now on that one, but I faded that thing at $164 million market cap. And that's at a $630 million market cap right now. And all right, I'll just say, to be perfectly honest.
Yo, I blame fucking Zach from Subway on this one.
All right.
Listen, I know it's true, but I was swing trading it. It's the first, this cycle, I think you're going to see a lot of that, like a hot coin, and then you're going to do a CTO. You're going to have to be able to choose from 3 of them now, I think, moving forward. So picking the right one, but you can blame me. It's okay. I missed it too.
I don't blame you because I took half the money I had in that and went on the other one. So I left the half there. I split it up 50-50 between the two battling Neros, and I still made money. And the crazy part is, I think that other Nero, I'm doing all right on that one too, to this day. So everything's cool there, except I faded that Nero CTO way too early, man, way too early, because I would have had, I hate to say it, but well, I'm not even going to say it. But on my other
man,
stuff,
don't tease us. Say it.
All right. Well, if I would have let it ride originally from my original entry, it would have been about 150,000. So yeah, I got hosed. And when I faded it at 164,000, I'm like, you know what? I'm good here because I 10x this. So I'm out. And I'm like, I got this 10x. And then how often does that happen when you're like, what? Dude, the minute I sold it, it went to like $300 million.
I know. I'm tired.
I mean, I'm watching this thing like, what the F did I just do? And with my money printed by Satan, I mean, I get out and this thing goes to heaven. And it's like, what just happened here? What just happened? And then today it's at $630 million market cap. So yeah, anyways, whatever. Because you know what? I have altcoins. And my altcoins, I don't have Caspa. I don't have Bitcoin. I don't have Aptos. I don't have Litecoin. But the ones I do have are green. And they're going to stay green. And remember last week when I said this, the central banks are going to tease us a little bit. It's going to be like pull starting an old lawnmower. Just wow, wow, wow. It's not going to go on the first crank. But guess what? When you finally rip it and that engine starts, it's off. And we are so close because I tell you what, we are in the starting line. This is not financial advice. This is totally just my opinion. I'm just going off historical cycles. I mean, remember, I'm a Trump guy now. And when I was in high school, I campaigned for Bill Clinton. All right. So like that not only does that put an age on me, a date in my political affiliations, but I'm a Trump guy now. And when I was a little kid, I was a Clinton guy. So I'm all over the place. But what I'm saying is, and I'm not trying to babble, there's a point to all this stuff. Everything is coming to fruition right now as I've seen it over the last 30 years. And for people who will be like, wait a minute, if this guy was a teenager and he's like looking at numbers and shit. No, I was that guy reading the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal actually had a newspaper when I was in high school. And I did read that. My favorite class was economics because all you had to do is a couple little, economic projects, not home ec, actual numbers economics. And the guy would give you an A. So if you could put together some creation with numbers, you'd get an A. And it was easy and it was fun. So I've always been a numbers guy. And everything I'm seeing on the historical charts, everything else, and some people are like, oh, wait a minute, the charts are too new. You can't call this one. This is not predictions. This is just my opinion. Just because we're not 2025 right now doesn't mean it's not going to start. And a lot of people are saying that.
Matt, let me ask you, where's this project at? What the project that you cheated like Subway always does? Where was it at?
You talking about Nero CTO?
Oh, Nero CTO, that's the one that
I cheated that one at under 20 million. I cheated it, but I only cheated half my bag. and I degened, or I aped in, or I split it up and went into the other Nero. So I went 50-50 on the Neros. And the Nero CTO is the one that is at $630 million market cap right now that I lost out on about $150,000. So
it's hard to find that. Like that's a rare, that's a rare circumstance that you're going to be fighting two Neros, but the other Nero's doing okay. But yeah, the CTO one, it's a hard one, man.
Real quick, guys, I don't mean to break in here, but SUI is absolutely fucking going nuts. It just had a god candle. It's up to 210 right now. It's literally it could set all-time highs today. All-time high is $2.18 sent back in March. I'm just pretty fired up right now because my SUI bags are looking very nice. Very nice.
Well, you know what's funny about SUI? Charles Hoskinson, founder of Cardano, said he was talking about SUI the other day, and he said SUI is what Solana should have been. And a lot of people are fired up in his comments. Let me tell you, a lot of people.
Bro, SUI meme coins. SUI meme coins are here, and guys, we know what that does for chains. I'm telling you guys, Mars talked. We've all talked about it. All that money goes back into SUI. They swap back into SUI. I mean, this is we're looking for that next layer one. I mean, I've been saying SUI and Aptos for a while. I don't know. It's just that it's shaping up to be nice, man. But this is a big candle here, 212 and still pumping.
Dude, exactly. And look, last week on Friday, when the markets were looking kind of grim, like everybody was like, it's Downtober, it's not Uptober. Uptober's canceled. I'm just sitting there like thinking, wait till Monday, guys. Wait till Monday. You know what? Not even that. Wait till Sunday night when the central banks in China start turning on again. Because I think a lot of people lose focus on where the real money is coming from. Listen, crypto degens don't have any money. You could pool all of us together from around the world, all 8 billion people from Earth, and find all the crypto degens, put all of our money together, and we'd be lucky to come up with a couple $1 billion, right? I mean, between all of us, it'd be a couple $1 billion. Where's the rest of the money coming from? In my strong opinion, the central banks. And when the central banks start teasing and taunting us, that means they are ready to go. And I'm not fading anything. I mean, at this point, when Breakfast Club is over, I put my phone down. I don't look at my bags anymore, and I just let them ride. Because right now, until from October 2024 till October 2025, if you're not in crypto, you might as well not get in crypto, because now you're just going to be a Wall Street investor. And I'm going to be
your dog agrees.
Did Zui just hit all-time high? I think it just hit all-time high.
Nah, it's close. 2.8. I mean, according to what I'm looking at, 218 is all-time highs. It's just pressed up against $2.11. Real quick on SUI. Oh, wait, new all-time high for SUI price, not on. Okay, wait. No, I don't think it hits. It's close. I'm just going to give another quick shill for my indicator, guys. You can take it or leave it. This thing was called back on Thursday, September 2nd, on the daily close at $1.04, momentum up. And this thing's up 103% in 25 days. If you guys are interested, link in the bio. Use discount code X for 21% off, 30-day money-back guarantee. You can try it risk-free for 30 days. Quit buying Starbucks coffee, drink Folgers, and make money in crypto. Larry, what's up?
Yeah, just to talk about what Matt was talking about, Chinese central bank has authorized or are processing 60 more. I just got an update, 60 more exchange and futures licenses for Hong Kong Special Economic Zone, and they're going to deprohibit Bitcoin and probably another 2 commodities by the second quarter of 2025. But there's been 60 more licenses accepted, and over half will be granted. There's already been 10 experimental licenses already granted for new exchanges in Hong Kong and Macau. So yeah, we're gonna bring again another 1 billion new old users. And what I mean by that, they've never stopped trading; they just have been limited. But when the Bitcoin becomes again legal tender in mainland, again, it's just going to open the floodgates. And you see all the Chinese cabal memes that are, have their comfy homes like in Ton or on Solana. It's amazing that a lot of that BNB traffic went over there because BNB is going to be a straight edge and narrow exchange. And, the developments out of Japan and in Korea right now. Just to mention real quick, it's not related, but it's related, but Sony's kind of changed my tone a little bit. Usually I think they come out with LARP, but their new blockchain is supposed to be listless and contract free. That's, again, we're talking about having a layer and chain agnostic, a multi or whatever layer it's going to be. They can call it whatever they want now, but that's huge news as far as mass adaptation. Yeah, it's just good to not just zoom out and hold what you have. I guess solid hands will always write, and it's everything. It's a perfect storm. You can't get emotional looking at the 5 and 10% adjustments. I know that's huge, but like Sui, I just I didn't think it would ever get this big, but it's again a perfect storm, and Tau too. Like I think there's going to be some alpha coming out for Tau. I just got a DM from one of my Chinese friends that's in their Chinese Discord server and their TG. There's going to be some alpha coming out on Tau within the next 3 or 4 days, maybe a Monday at the latest. And I will be at Shanghai Blockchain Expo and I'll try to bring what I can from over there for you guys to get kind of, a founder's feel over there for what they got going on. We got a lot of meetings set up. So, but yeah, Matt, that's a great point, man. You really hit the nail on the head, and it's been what we've been talking about for a long time here. People always ask when Chinese whales. They've always been around. None of these memes could become parabolic. Even MAGA. Would you imagine that Donald Trump is actually quite popular in China as a meme figure, but the token itself has quite a bit of Chinese investment. So just food for thought.
Great stuff. Larry, question for you. You got me thinking. What do you make of the way that China and the U.S., seemingly the U.S., I think China's already kind of done it even more so in terms of just cutting rates as fast as they have? I mean, obviously short-term bullish. I mean, is there a big crash coming down the line after this cycle, or how? I'm trying to gauge what's our runway? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I'm not asking the question 100% properly, but it's like they're obviously putting a big Band-Aid on it, right? I mean, because in the United States they printed whatever it is, 70% of the money supply in like 3 years or whatever. Like, when does this all come down? Like, what do we do as an investor here? Like,
you just look at the micro economies, and what I mean by that, like I was telling you, like Turkey is a good example of that because they have a unique diaspora and economic conditions that make it a very unique micro economic climate. For example, they're a tier 1 economy with a tier 1 GDP, military infrastructure, etc. But they have super high inflation on their fiat, but yet they are still able to operate and exist on the back of DeFi. Like I told you, I've been to Turkey several times, and it was $1 first that had supremacy there, and then it was a euro, and then it became it's always been Bitcoin, but now it's USDT. I was shocked that in every, like almost every neighborhood, there's an OTC desk, and they're willing to take USDT, and they'll trade you down for dollar or euro in response to the hyperinflationary rate. So China cutting their rates to match, I guess, the speed and the linearity of what the Fed is doing in the U.S. is kind of telling. But the one advantage or the one difference is the population, right? So although China's population is decreasing, they still have enough of a worker age demographic to continue the industrial machine. Also, they invest quite a bit of what they take in taxes back in infrastructure. You can't compare taxes in China to the U.S. Also, the wages are lower because the cost of labor is lower. But I think in the U.S. it's going to be, how do you diversify your individual portfolio. I'm not giving anyone any financial advice. You can do your own or have your opinion, but really it's just diversification. If you're not diversifying into DeFi, you should diversify into precious metals, because if you look, it's just funny, man. Like the comparisons for gold and Bitcoin, the two most scarce or most hyper valued commodities as stabilizing agents for inflation, is telling, right? So with this rate cut, usually when there's a rate cut like that, historically, it cuts the price of gold or puts some of the commodities back. But this time it has not at all. The price on gold and Bitcoin continue to rise up. There's been a few breaks put on, but people freak out when they see a 1 to 2,000 change on Bitcoin and say it's down-tober now, but we're at 64, and no matter what anyone says, Bitcoin is going to go to 100 million. There's too many other commodities that are hedged or backed against Bitcoin and other, and now it's going to be more DeFi commodities. For example, all the ETFs that are coming. If the market was that down, why do banks and financial institutions continue to put out ETF or perpetual futures or other trading and TradFi and TradFi integrated products into fintech that are based on fiat? So I think really what it is the banks have no choice but to diversify. So that should give you kind of a signal to diversify yourself. If you're still using a savings account, or you're still investing in a high yield, savings account or bonds, excuse my language, but that shit's garbage though. That's been dead for a long time, And like I said, if gold is, or if BTC is the gold of DeFi, Ethereum is the silver of DeFi. And now we have a lot of other silvers. So, we have SUI, we have, and XRP. Bro, people are talking about this XRP, but there's no double jeopardy. And XRP is embedded in our political system now. So, we have Tron, and we have Tron in APAC, and we have a couple other alternative chains. We have TON and Tron in Asia and GCC. And North America has had to pick a chain or a commodity to be on too. And that's, going to be based in XRP. And now we have all of these infrastructures being built around them. So it's really, you're going to feel the pain on the dollar. But again, the USDT has been on a 1-for-1 against the petro and the US dollar supremacy at a 1-for-1 without giving any more buying power or leverage to the US dollar. And it continues to be that way. People were talking about, USDT is being pulled from Coinbase, but it's only affecting North America. That while people do that while people might suffer momentarily on Coinbase from them listing to be Euro compliant and IMEC compliant, it's not going to leverage your ability to diversify and keep yourself economically sovereign for at least a couple more cycles. So I think the rate cuts will continue. China has no choice because they have kind of a big hole with their, real estate. They've done a good job of containing the real estate market, but like, if you had the ability to buy and invest in China, it'd be a good time, because the population will still they still have a burgeoning middle class, and if we go into like places like India and Africa, they are going to pick up the slack for the market supremacy. And I think the vacuum that's going to be left is, if you just know how to diversify enough, then you're going to be on the positive side of the vacuum, You're not going to be doing any of the sucking. You may be getting sucked, or vice versa. Didn't mean to put it out there like that, but I think that's where we're at, So, yeah, maybe you'll have a happy day, It gets you'll be on top. No pun intended.
Just piled on. I love it. Bitcoin above 64,000. Great way to start the week. Appreciate everybody being here with us. This is awesome. Good stuff. Finkel, you haven't had a chance to jump in yet, I don't think. What's going on?
Hey, what's happening, guys? Good morning.
Morning, bro.
Oh, no, I've just been listening. I didn't want to hop off topic or anything like that, but I'm not sure if you guys had chatted earlier about the Mudang on ETH. going crazy. And I know that it seems like memes are really capitalizing on where the market's kind of pointing to in that aspect of things. But I didn't want to pivot us off topic. You know, I think it was Matt that was speaking earlier, or somebody was speaking about how they faded like Nero or something like that, and I can completely relate to that sentiment. It actually made me just go back in and look to see how much I could have won on there, and it's sad, but you know, we move on. Every day there's another trade, and every day there's another opportunity. You know.
Yeah, until you see the market cap 638 million, and then you want to smash your head into a.
Well, it's more than smash my head. But yeah, the Mudang narrative is pretty interesting. I didn't want to come on here and shill, but one of these times when you guys are doing the shill tank stuff, I'm actually like hopping into this CTO that is kind of day one CTO right now, linked to that hippo narrative. But
yeah, I'm watching it. It's pumping right now. I was actually just on the chart when you were talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on these CTOs? It seems like CTO is just, I mean, in order for memes to succeed, it's almost like they got to add CTO to the name and people just go bananas for it.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually, you know, at the beginning, my position was CTOs. All right, this is my deal with CTOs. They fail once, they're going to fail again. But then I saw the Nero CTO, and then I kind of changed my narrative. You're going, maybe this is the new thing. Maybe you have to be a CTO.
Yeah, and I was in HANA, and I think HANA was like, I think they did 3 CTOs, and then on their 4th, it finally took, or something like that.
Now, it's crazy because the whole CTO narrative at first, if I'm not mistaken, was like looked at as a bad thing because there was a couple bad projects that, you know, came out to be CTOs, and it was like a death sentence. And now it's like completely reversed where it's a positive thing. It's just, it's crazy trying to keep up with the different narratives. You know, what's funny is like the whole Matt Fury thing was supposed to be, you know, and maybe it still is, you know, was supposed to be the next best thing. It's just, you got to stay on top of how these narratives flip and switch around. And, you know, you got to play all angles of this market. I mean, if you're going to be an active investor, if you're going to trade meme coins, you can't do it every other day. You can't do it, you know, you got to be in it. You just got to be in it all the time. But no, it's interesting.
The pulse of that, the heart rate of the meme market is like you can't even feel the pulse of it. It's just like out of control. So if you're not in it completely, then it's just
you have no shot. I mean, let's just, you know what I mean? You have no chance. Like you just got to be in it.
That's why I'm following the CTO narrative of the hippo space, the hungry hippos all over the place here. And I'm following this, man, and I'm just like seeking out CTOs and trying to see what's going to be, you know, what's the next Mudang, and I think I'm zeroing in on it. So I'm hopefully gonna, you know, be a part of something interesting here in the coming days.
Love it, bro. We've got just kind of say, guys, we got over 1,400 people live with us on the live stream. So huge Monday for us. Market's pumping. This is what happens. This is why the Breakfast Club is going to be massive when we get into, you know, the full-fledged bull run. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's listening, whether you're on the space, you're on a live. Appreciate you guys. Couldn't do it without you. So appreciate that. Let's bring in Azumi, hasn't had a chance to speak, and then I see your corpse up here as well. Mutasco's joined us. Man, time is flying too. We're almost at 11 o'clock already. But Azumi, what's up, man? What's happening? What's going on?
Hey, Double Zach, Jade, the rest of the panel. Hey, thank you for having me. I'll be quick. So I want to add something to the CTO side, and I also have a question for the greater minds here, because I've been in the crypto markets for 8 years, but you know, joining these kind of spaces, I usually join with my personal account, but now I'm joining with my CTO account. So I'll try to be quick. So first, you know, I like to compare the CTO status right now with how the phenom of mainstream media losing all of its power to social media. You know, 15 years ago, BBC, NBC, CNN, etc. They had all the they had all the attention, and they were able to move markets and to actually decide who was to be president. And the couple of last elections proved that social media now has such a massive potential and such a massive reach right now. Companies are starting to notice how if you're not on social media, you have literally no presence at all. So I like to compare the CTO phenom right now with people starting to realize that those people who have the audience here on X and on Instagram and on YouTube are actually not looking out for the little guy, and they are just tired of getting rugged, and they are just tired of all of these, you could call them celebrities on social media to just decide what coin send, what coin doesn't, what token does well, etc., etc. So the CTOs are doing so well because the masses are starting to listen to, people getting rugged and trying to bring up a project from the ground with no KOLs, with no influencers, or organic support from influencers. So it's just a little comparison. And the question that I have, and it goes a little bit back to what you were speaking about maybe 45 minutes ago. Zach, do you think that if Trump gets elected, will we see a massive FOMO from other countries to buy Bitcoin before Trump may or may not do what he promised of having having a reserve of Bitcoin? Because right now we only have like Bhutan, El Salvador, Venezuela, Germany selling. Like there's not really a lot of government attention right now. So what will happen if Trump wins? Will we see countries just flocking into Bitcoin to front run the US?
That's a great question. It's hard to tell. I mean, if you look at the track record, and some of this is just cyclical, the cyclical nature of the markets. But if you look at what Bitcoin did in particular under Trump compared to Biden, I mean, it's night and day. I put a chart out, I think it was like 4 or 5 days ago. But I think the real thing is here, like, it's clear that other countries, I think, are going to adopt Bitcoin regardless of what America does. I think America just fast tracks, their particular stance on crypto with somebody who's a little bit more crypto friendly. So I think, you've seen what El Salvador's done and how that's, played out. I think there's going to be a lot of developing countries, coming in regardless of what America does, just because they're at this point where they need kind of a quote unquote hard reset. You know what I mean? That's my quick take on it. Larry might have something more to add, and then we'll get down to your core.
Everyone's going to buy up because for the simple fact that if Trump gets elected, it's not going to matter because right now it's between BRICS and OPEC and the US dollar, right? The petrodollar. So China is like the number 2 or 3, depending on the day. But remember, Binance is the number 1 holder of BTC that's at least on paper that's declared. But if you look at how much of Asia Pacific's mined Bitcoin that are in that exchange, and then you look at all of the confiscated and undeclared Bitcoin that China holds, that this will be a huge leverage point. So I think that's why the BlackRocks and the Grayscales and all of the banks in the US, all the centralized investment out of Europe now is buying up as much Bitcoin silently, OTC. But what you will see is an arms race and I'm not giving any predictions or being an oracle, but Zach, I have a history of being fairly correct on things that are having to do with policy. If you look at why countries like the Emirates and several other countries would open up either new green power initiatives or nuclear power plants just for mining, that should be telling to you in itself, because that's $1 trillion for nuclear power facility for a country that doesn't necessarily need it. And then you look at, again, all of the undisclosed Bitcoin that China holds, and you can see the writing on the wall for an arms race on just like how USDT is being weaponized to unleverage the dollar. There will be a huge run up on Bitcoin because it's already scarce. but it will become scarcer based on the buying power of the 1%. And what I mean by that, it's not just nation states, but you know, look at the BlackRocks and the Grayscales of the world, and you look at all of the financial products that they're putting out on the market, that if you leverage everything that they put out, there's not enough Bitcoin for it at all, right? Unless they know something that we don't know. And that is, there's more Bitcoin available, but it's going to become scarcer. And that's why people are running up on POW right now. People are increasing mining capacity everywhere in the world, you know, not just Bhutan. You look at, that's why China's going to prohibit Bitcoin and make it a mineable and tradable commodity again. That's huge in itself. And if you look at where Bitcoin mining came from originally, you have all the pieces of the puzzle to see what's going to happen. It doesn't matter which president wins, actually, because whether the U.S. is not going to give up its supremacy or its viability, so they have no choice but to run up and to compete with BRICS strategy for unbalancing the petrodollar, either with Bitcoin, other commodities, or USDT, or the 100 other plethora of financial weapons that they're coming out with. So I'll end with that. Thank you guys for that.
Definitely, man. Your corp, go ahead, man.
Hey guys, I just got a question. It's about you guys were talking, I guess I already know the answer, but when you guys say CTO is community takeover, is that what it is?
Yeah, community takeover, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just wanted to get on the same page as you guys, but I kind of got it. Wanted to confirm it. That's all I needed to ask.
Got you, bro.
Thank you.
Mar, what do you got?
Yeah, Zach, two things, because, you know, we've been covering a lot of alpha and all this, and you know I'm always looking where no one is looking. But first of all, before I say that, look, it's simple. Trump needs to win Pennsylvania. He needs to win it. Can he win it without it? Of course. But that would be upsets in other states. He needs Pennsylvania, man. This is the state. This is the one. You're going to see, you guys are going to learn how fucked up, and it's all a fucking show. It's a show, guys. You're going to see how, you know, he's got Florida. I believe he's got Florida, even though they're saying that he's getting close. This bitch is getting close to Florida. But I'm sorry, clown. But he's got to win Pennsylvania. And you're going to see how the votes for Pennsylvania, they're not going to come in until fucking the next day. Because the whole media is going to leave that state as the last one, because they want you to watch the whole fucking thing, even though they already know that Trump is going to win. So he's got to win Pennsylvania. And if he could take Georgia, for me, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. It's done, you know? So that's one thing I got to say, though. You know, they're all these electric, just concentrate on these states, which is Georgia, Pennsylvania. I think he's got Arizona, you know, and then North Carolina. He's got to take North Carolina, too, you know? But Pennsylvania, I think it decides the presidential this time around. Listen, Florida has been the one state a few elections back, you know. But yeah, that's my take on the presidential. And if you got your money, if you got your money on crypto and your money, and that's where you're gonna find financial freedom, you better pray Donald Trump comes in. Look, I'm not saying she's gonna be horrible. I think she'll be better than Biden, but no way. Trump is just in another league. That's my opinion. And the last thing, look, we've been dropping alpha, but I want to know, because I always listen. I want to know why you are so fired up, Zach. You came in here and you're like, I'm fucking fired up. Don't fucking hide behind the tree. Tell us why you're fired up. I know you got inside information, and I'm not talking about just the project, the market, the whole market. You know, it's the bull run coming. Are we near the bull run? Because I've never seen you come in with so much energy. I'm fucking fired up. Like, tell us.
Man, I think so. Yeah. I think so. I don't have any. I don't want to announce anything alpha wise, but I mean, some of my holdings were up, and a few things. I mean, the Brett potential listing could be big. I got a big position there. SUI being up. I don't know, man. I got a feeling more than anything, but there are a few things that I don't want to announce, but a few things. One is the Brett, and then the other is just kind of the overall sentiment, I think, from the election. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm all over the place, but I don't know. I just feel good, more or less. Market's up, bags are up. I added to the SUI position not too long ago, so I'm fired up about that. Yeah, man, that's really it. I just and I'm caffeinated this morning. I'm back in the saddle, man. So that's it, bro. That's it. Trying to bring up new speaker here. Who do we got? Kagwa. And who's this other dude? Pickled Bix. Nice.
What's up? Good morning.
Do you know how this space is run, Pickled?
I do not. I just joined up, liked and reposted, fixing to drop a comment, and yeah, go from there.
No, yeah, for sure. Just I don't know if you're a project or not, but what's your take on the overall market, man? Obviously, things are looking good. What do you got for us? You got any alpha?
Yeah, so I'm not part of a specific project. I'm just a lone ranger. I play around on Kronos chain a lot. And yeah, we've got a couple of tokens over there. One of them's building a DEX. I got a vault coming, some 404s, Crojanal cats. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. I didn't really want to come on here and shield. Overall, man, I think the market's on going up. Figure out what this hurricane's going to do. Figure out if Iran and Israel is going to, wipe themselves off the face of the earth. And then probably a super cycle is going to start. And personally, bro, I think if the war does start out, people are going to freak out because they can't pull their money from banks in cash, but you still have the option to put that money into crypto and literally just print. So there's a lot of options, and I don't think we've done a good job between all the communities that I've seen bringing crypto to the real world. But I think we could have just done a little bit better of pushing the product out there and getting it more mass adopted by, the other retail folks. So overall, good job, but we could always do better, No,
I share the same sentiment, man. I think there's a lot of people who believe in order for crypto to really take off, you almost need something catastrophic because, Bitcoin was meant to be the hedge against inflation, and we're heading in that direction no matter what. But it's almost like rip the Band-Aid off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a good time to be in the markets overall. And thanks for joining us. We got Mutasco up here. What's going on, man? Calibrating. Switching from the headset.
shows me the speaker. Mutasco. Let me guess, by Casco.
Mutasco's going to come in and say, Can you guys hear me?"
He's going to say by Eigenlayer.
That too.
He is one of the smartest guys in the space, though, for sure.
100%. 100%.
And his analysis is just outside of the box compared to many of us. So
always love to hear what he has to say. There he is.
Hey, can you hear me, guys? Sorry.
Yep. Got it.
Man, I just got on a 15-minute call. Here before I get on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Hey, Zach, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. We got you. You might not be able to hear Zach from Subway. He said we can hear you too.
I can't hear Zach though. I don't know if everybody else can hear me. Zach from Subway. Can you say something so I can hear you? Maybe it's from Zach or me. I don't know.
Yeah, you're never going to get Mutasco out of crypto.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Can you hear us? Oh, looks like
he dropped down.
Yeah, he's going to do a round trip, which is cool. We'll bring him back up. In the meantime, Irish, Jupe and Juice.
Yeah, how's it going? It's first time in here. It's awesome to hear all the alpha that gets dropped and everything. It's pretty cool. I'm not too big into like degenning into meme coins and stuff, but from listening to all this, it gets me a little bit hyped. Although I do a little bit of it, and the little bit of alpha that I wanted to drop, in case anybody doesn't know, the Jupe and Juice that's in my name. I work for the DAO of Jupiter. So Jupe and Juice is a podcast. I won't shill into that too much, but just essentially Jupiter themselves are dropping Ape.pro, which is essentially like a competitor to Pump.fun. It'll be like you'll be able to mint meme coins, all that type of thing, and you're able to trade them on there too. And it's got a lot of indicators, like to help people that might be newer to it to trade, like to show you like where the dev bought and sold, to show you, like it has checks basically attached to it, so that you can see like the security of the coin. So like how much the dev holds, or how much the top 10% holds, how much of, or whether the liquidity is burned, and all that type of thing is all like displayed on Ape.pro. So just wanted to drop that bit of alpha in case anybody didn't know.
Appreciate that, bro. That sounds dope. Let's see here. We're trying to bring Mutasco back up, and we're doing that. Bringing some other folks back up here. We'll get around the room here. Again, if you guys haven't shared the space, definitely do that. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, X. Appreciate you guys for listening here. Mutasco, let's see if we can run it back here, brother.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, cool. I have three things I'm going to say, and I think I was hoping somebody would comment on this, but I'm bullish. And yes, Zach from Subway, you had it right. No one is going to kick me out of crypto. I'm going to be here for a very long time. I just, sometimes I get frustrated because I think, and just for the comment on the SEC stuff, just know that the judge, Rakoff, and Fella, or whatever her name is, they kind of both agreed in some way. I think somebody was making a comment about listings. I'm very skeptical about listings on these big exchanges because, and I think that's why, if you want to kind of see where this is headed, and I think it's kind of bullish CTOs, if you anybody who's been following Binance's new strategy on listings, I think that's kind of where they're going. Because if you read the 84-page ruling from these two outrageous, ridiculous, compromised judges in New York, it's not going to happen anytime soon. Because, I mean, just go read in the Coinbase case. I would be very, very surprised if Coinbase's legal counsel internally allows that to happen. So they're going to be very, very, very picky. And even when it comes to base, like the L2 meme coins, this is purely based on what I've read, just the tone from these judges on the case that Coinbase is trying to dismiss. They're kind of dancing around the Howey crap, and it's hard to see a legal counsel that is paid a lot of money within Coinbase. I mean, look at what happened to even Ripple, right? They didn't have to delist XRP, but they did. And I think John Deaton actually talked about this a lot, and like about 2 years ago. And so when it comes to some of these listings and people that say, hey, this coin is going to get listed, there's very high risk. And they usually have to compare, okay, what's the benefit versus the risk, right? So that is that. The other thing I think, and I think Paige, you're going to love this. I don't know if you're aware, but I think in 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks, Richard Tang is sitting down with the they're actually officially sponsoring. I think it is, if it's confirmed. They're sponsoring the Cardano Summit, 2024 Summit, and I think Richard is sitting down with the Cardano Foundation CEO, which is interesting because if you look at what they're doing, and if you look at all of the real world asset projects in Cardano and the area they're going, I think one of my most bullish one is Twin. It's spelled TVVIN, I think. Yeah. They're doing kind of gold backed, and it reminded me of CZ before he stepped down. And this was a space he had where someone asked him about the hostility against the stable coin, and he made a comment. He was very vague about it, but I still remember it, and I'm watching. In fact, I had the opportunity to ask, and I got ragged. I was going to ask Richard Tang in one of his spaces about what their plans are since CZ made the comment, because he said they're going to think about re-engineering their model around a stable coin, right? And that is more about using gold, just like what Theta is trying to do, USDT and the USDT gold. I think that was the area he was headed. So I see it being bullish on most projects on Cardano that are building infrastructure around that. That's a good thing. But the other thing to note is, depending on how the whole thing goes, I don't know why they're sponsoring it. I don't know what their long-term goals are, but I think Cardano is getting some really big attention there. And then I also saw somebody talk about Siri, and one of the things I'll say is they made these, hedge funds are probably going to pump Solana before Siri, okay? And they have hands all over the place. But one of the interesting things that I noticed, and as everybody who follows Grayscale, every quarter, and I think the recent update, I always go in and I look at what they've done. If they're rebalancing their portfolio, what they're reducing, what they're increasing, right? And I noticed that, and I think I tagged you, Paid, on the last space last week when you were talking about, I think you were talking about something. I said, look at the Grayscale smart contract portfolio. They have large cap, there's DeFi, and they have smart contract, right? And so if you look at the sizing, right, the portfolio sizing, it's almost like they shake up some, they increase some, they reduce some. Tau is on there under the AI side. And I heard you guys talk about Tau. I've been bullish on Tau forever. Not only bullish on Tau, I'm actually bullish on the meme coins on Tau and the subnet projects. And the subnets, I don't know, they're figuring out a way, there's an upgrade coming that would kind of make the subnet tokens, right? They're trying to do something around that. And I'm paying attention to it to see what is going to happen there. But the thing with the meme coins is that most of them are being creative. They're getting subnets, just like you get a side chain, right? And they're figuring out ways to, so most of them, the reason why I hold them, and I think Zach, you know this, I hold because I look at their position on Tau, right? Some of them are sitting on they're mining Tau, 500 Tau, 600 Tau. And I'm like, that's a big deal. It's like, it's like MicroStrategy having their business model, but then they also have in treasury a chunk of Bitcoin. It just gives a beta trade on the asset itself that you're looking at. So that's what I'm looking at. And then the other thing I would say about stablecoin, which is fascinating to me, is the Wyoming. I think Wyoming has what they call the Stable Token Act. And under the act came the Stable Token Commission. And what they're trying to do is kind of thread between traditional FI and crypto. And I think it's a model in the US. There's a little bit of confusion there because the banking, the president of the Banking Association said he was skeptical. Of course, he will, because that's what they do. They just try to dismiss all of these things until they're in fully. And then they say, yeah, it's not good, right? But look up the Wyoming stablecoin. They're doing a lot of things, by the way. They're doing things on DAOs. I shared this last week in a space. It's called Tuna, and other things, which is like, it just makes me bullish on crypto in general. It's just fascinating. And what they're showing is that a lot of companies, crypto-related companies, are actually coming in and registering trusts, foundations in the state. So if I'm a senator or governor in another state, I think it will make sense to just copy and make this more available to the citizens. And I think here's a trick. They're saying that they're going to work with merchants in Wyoming. So if you're a merchant and you register, which is an easy process, you take $10,000 to whatever the merchant is, and you buy the Wyoming stable coin, stable token, or whatever it's called. And then they turn around and they buy short durations treasuries, right? But there's a problem there, because if interest rate volatility increases and you have a higher rate interest rate, you're going to turn out into the problem that the banks had recently. So there's like a question there on how they're going to navigate that risk. But at the end of the day, think about it this way. If they can make this available to people in Wyoming, that's a good thing for businesses, for individuals. And they're also saying they're going to build it on Solana and Ethereum. So that's bullish overall for Ethereum and Solana. And the last thing I'll say, I think the balancing for Solana kind of shook me up a little. I'm like, oh my God, they're about to pump Solana, because it went from 28 to 45 to 65%. And I follow a lot of these hedge funds that are very bullish on crypto, and their positions, you know, they speak on this vaguely on podcasts, and I listen to them, and that kind of gives me a signal of like, you know, if you hold Seaweed, big deal, right? Because they're going to pump it. Solana, they're going to pump it. Ethereum is going to get its day, and that day when it comes is going to shake up a lot of people, okay? I'm still bullish on Ethereum meme coins, and the top one for me is SHIB, and there's no question about that one. But yeah, have a good day, guys. Just put my rant out there.
It's always a good rant. Appreciate you, man. Always bringing fire, always bringing great insight here to the Breakfast Club. Thanks, man, as always. Your Corp, what's up, man?
So I just wanted to point something out real quick to you, Zach, especially because you mentioned earlier that you hope that the Crypto Breakfast Club, when you know what we doing and what we doing here, it gets really big when the crypto explode, when the bull market comes. But I want to let you know that it's already big enough, because look what just happened 20 minutes ago. I'm pretty sure it was because of this space. And at Astra right now, since we talked about it, since you said the contract number is 50% up. And what was it? Since you talked about it, I'm pretty sure it's everybody that is listening in YouTube, everybody that is listening here, everybody that is joining. Guys, this is why you want to be in this type of spaces. Because look what we're doing. We're making money right away. Right away, we're making money. Immediately. What better thing you want from that? If you don't want it, then guys, I'm sorry for you guys. So then don't be here. But I'm going to be here. And that's why I've been here since almost the first day since they opened it. Zach from Subway, Paid, Mark, Larry, now that you are super, super smart person based on all the conversations you've been telling us. I think you came in, like a month ago, 2 months ago, and you've been giving us so much information, brother. I appreciate that a lot. I have learned so much in the little bit of time that I have listened to you. And guys, everybody that is listening to it here, the 1,000 and something person, don't slack on this type of spaces, especially in the Crypto Breakfast Club. It's the best one right now. Nobody can tell me that, oh no, this guy is better. No. Here we get the best alpha, and it's proven right now with that ad Astra that it just went up 50%. And it's not because people decided to get it right now. No, it's because they heard it here and they decided to invest because they trust everybody here and the information that everybody provides here. So again, guys, don't sleep on here. Always pay attention to these guys like I have done. They have made me money. We have made money, and we always going to be making money. So don't sleep on that. In fact, don't humble yourself, man. You're doing good stuff here. Don't say that you're gonna get big and when the move market gets here, because you're already big. You're already making changes to a lot of people. And I already told you before in the past, my life have been changing because of you guys. So I do appreciate you guys. That's all I needed to say.
That's love, bro. Appreciate it, man. Right back at you. And yeah, that's what we're just trying to do, man. Just make an impact in any way we can, and everybody has a hand in it. And yeah, I mean, this is what it's all about. So appreciate you, bro. Let's go down to did Anish, did you have your hand back up, or somebody might have? Did Azumi have their hand back up? Somebody might have, and then took it down. Or am I just making that up? I swear I saw another hand up. No? All right, Zach from Subway, what do you got, man? We're about 5 minutes from closing out the space. What do you got, bro?
Yeah, I'm trying not to talk too much. It's pouring here.
I can hear it.
Vehicle at my hotel, so that's why I'm keep my mic muted. Yeah, man, trade meme coins. You know, this is not financial advice. This is just Zach from Subway advice. Find what's moving and make moves. And when things kind of bottom out a little bit and people move over, watch some of those plays, because that's the time to buy. You got to buy in the red to sell in the green. You can't do the FOMO thing. You'll lose. You'll get wrecked, especially with gas fees so high. But there's so many narratives. I mean, I think after this will be the utility coins, and then a big sector, that I wasn't really into, but I'm really into now is the gaming. The gaming side of things, and AI. AI will lead the future. Give it 10 years. It'll be all AI stuff. And if you can find the right projects now, I think you can make a shitload of money, and just invest back into the big stable stuff with the ETFs. I mean, for me, that's the top plays for longevity. Maybe not trading, just holding. Kind of like Zach buys Bitcoin every day. I buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe every couple days. Yeah, that really, I'm just trading meme coins. I was up late last night doing that, but I'm just watching it today, really. I'm in good positions. Nero, MAGA, both Neros, MAGA, Shib, Bone, Leash. Excited to see when Tree comes out. There's just a lot of stuff to watch. And there's a lot of stuff you can get wrecked on, too. Like, you kind of just got to, for me, it's finding the right contract with not a lot of functions they can fuck you on, the great community, and it seems like CTO is the narrative, so I'm kind of watching that kind of stuff. So there's a lot going on.
100%, bro. Appreciate you as always for bringing all great insights and alpha and just consistency and a consistent voice on the club, man, on the Breakfast Club. Yeah, that community takeover Nero just cracked the top 100 according to CoinMarketCap too. $653 million market cap, up 40% today. It is now officially in the top 100 on CMC. So, man, meme coin takeover season is here. From Doge, Shib, Pepe, Whiff, Bonk, Floki, Popcat, Brett, Mog, and now first Nero on Ethereum, all in the top 100. Insane what we're watching here. But Paige, you got any final words?
Yo, just don't get shaken out, guys. That's it. That's really all I got. DCA, don't get shaken out. Dude, DCA, you do $1 a week. You do $5 a week, $10 a week, $100, $1,000, $10,000, whatever your budget is. Just, dude, if you DCA'd the whole last bear cycle up until now and keep doing it, you'd be fine. A lot of people playing catch up. I'm playing a little bit of catch up. Stuff life happens, like whatever. But I'm playing a little bit of catch up myself. But just DCA in whatever your projects are. Listen, $5, it might not get you much, but $5 could be a 10x next 6 months. Could be 100x in the next 6 months. And that $5, you're like, oh fuck, that was just $5, and it could happen. We just called one on the space, not a 5x right now, but like Sui's pumping, fucking that's just pumping. Like stuff is when the bull cycle gets here, people don't realize it, especially if they haven't been here already. People are gonna fucking shit their pants when they fade at one project and it does 1,000x in like 3 months, and they're like, wait, what the fuck just happened? I fucking faded it. You're gonna sound like Mar. Where's Mar at? Get him on the stage because you're like, oh, I fucking faded it. It's like, dude, yeah, like what the fuck, dude? Like, leave your moon bag and don't cry about it later. $5 to do listen, if someone calls a play up here, I'll throw $5 at it all day. Why? Because if I get 100x, easy $500, call it a fucking day, move on. I'm not gonna FOMO after green candles. I'm not doing that. I'm only stacking high conviction plays. That's my soapbox for the day.
Yo,
And also, Zach, everyone join the Crypto Breakfast Telegram. The show continues, even though when we're not on here. We always, sometimes the alpha dropped in there. It's not really show space, but we can go over contracts and just keep the community alive. So join that. Whenever you get a chance, just go to Zach's profile or the Crypto Breakfast Club one. Links will be in there. And also get that XC Algo Sniper indicator. Get that thing.
Are you using it, Zach? Are you using it?
Yes, I'm using it.
I'm still waiting for my link.
If you don't sell, you don't need the link. Sorry.
Exactly. Hey, to Zach's point, definitely hop in the Crypto Breakfast Club Telegram. You'll find that by clicking the Crypto Breakfast Club X account in my profile. We're 12 followers away from hitting 1K on the X account for the Breakfast Club too. So make sure you guys follow over there. We got just 12 away. And I just retweeted my post from last night. I'm doing 2 $50 airdrops to anybody who follows the Crypto Breakfast Club, and you got to hop into that Telegram. So definitely jump on in. We should hit over 1,000 today, and a couple airdrops going out. Yeah, and another quick thing, my oh my, there's some big buys coming into Fine Token right now. Remember Fine Token, who we had in the X space? They're up 65% right now. They just had a $10,000 buy and a $12,000 buy come in. So shout out to the Fine community. We've had them in here. They're getting up to where they were back in May. They have not seen these numbers since back in May. So shout out to the Fine community. They were awesome. Almost back to a $3 million market cap. Shout out to HGACESS, long-term sponsor. We had them on the Shark Tank. Guys, we do offer some really cool new ways to get involved with us, long-term, daily, weekly, monthly sponsors. We're going to be doing a lot more deep dive into, different tokens, different ecosystems. And then, Ad Astra too. That one called out today. That thing is pumping, up 85% now, 336K market cap. So that one very, very intriguing. We'll continue to track that and watch it as well. Real quick before we get out of here, I want to get there's 2 more hands up. We got Mar and Azumi. Azumi, go ahead, and then we'll end it out with Mar, and then we'll close up shop today. But again, thank you guys for making today a really special one, man. This has been a ton of fun. So make sure you guys share the room, follow everybody. Go ahead, Azumi. You got something?
Real quick, Asuki, I'm sorry to interrupt, and Zach, I really apologize for this. Check your direct message. I sent you a message about sponsoring a few weeks ago, and so you can answer me back and let me know, because I really would like to be a sponsor here and something that I have.
Got you, brother. Yeah. And my apologies for not getting back.
No. I know you're busy.
No,
I know you're busy, so it's okay. I understand.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'm pulling you up right now, so I don't forget I got you right now. I'm going to pull you up. Go ahead, Azumi.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. So, dude, great show. Really, really instructive. So I know this is not a shield space, so I'm not going to do that. But I noticed that you followed us. So if there's ever a space where we can talk about Izumi, I'll be just checking you out. And if you want to learn more about it, just hit me up in the DM. I reply 10 minutes after you send us one. So
bro, send me a DM and I will get right to you. I think there's some ways we could definitely work.
Will do, definitely. Thank you.
Okay, appreciate that, bro. Go ahead, Mar.
Yeah, Zach, real quick. Nothing is guaranteed in this space. But I'll tell you what, man. One of probably the most guaranteed profit making was Kaspa fucking smart contracts. And a lot of people, I was shocked that did not get in. Dude, that was easily a 5x after you were able to mint. Easy money. Yes, I know I was pissed off at him, but if you did not get into Kaspa smart contracts, I hope you were busy making money somewhere else. And if you were new to the space, I hope you did get in, because you learned how to do minting. You learned how the whole ecosystem, how crypto works. It's not just buying and that's it. But I don't know if you agree with me, Zach. Nothing is guaranteed. But the closest, for me, minting, Nacho, and Casper were more of a guaranteed profit than buying Bitcoin at 60K right now. I'm telling you.
it was guaranteed money. I went in with like $3K. I came out with like $15,000, and I left my little Jeep bags in there. You know, easy money. It was so easy that I was like, this just can't be real. This can't be real, you know, and so easy to make fucking money. It was guaranteed. And it's not even liquidity. It was just basically sales like NFTs. The floor going up, the money was there, you know? So, yo, if everyone can stop sending me laughing emojis, please. Yeah. Like, stop fucking messing me.
Tomorrow, Mars gonna be like, hey, Caspa.
Page faded Caspa. Yo, don't get mad at me. I'm not the one sending them to myself. Faded smart contracts, and Zach freaking ape huge. I'm pretty sure he made a nice, you know. Yeah, I hope you sold a little bit. You know, take over your investment now at least. But yeah, man, that was easy money, like stupid easy money, you know. But yeah, that's for me. That was one of the easiest investments I ever done in crypto without even shaking, without even being nervous at all, you know. But other than that, man, great space, and yeah, man, I think the bull run is very near, you know.
Love it, bro. Love it. Love the energy. 100% too. Yeah.
Hey, Zach, are you familiar? Since you're bullish on Sui, I wanted to ask you this: do you know about Deep Book?
No, I do not.
Well, it's there. If you're familiar with Solana's G, it's not a show, guys. It's just a really interesting Jito, and you know, as you know, we have like CLOB or whatever they call it, central limit order books, competing with AMMs and liquidity providing and trading and all that. So if you're bullish on Sui, you should look into deepbook.tech, because that is their like what is it I forgot the name of Solana central limit order book protocol. It's like for those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's like bookings.com, right? Or Expedia.com, or if you're looking for flights, you can easily, where they aggregate and give you the best price. They call it best execution. So it's interesting because the lead tech guy was speaking to it, and it caught my attention. I'm like, this is very interesting, because that's what happens when you go on Token Terminal right now and you pull up Tron. You're like, oh, why is Tron fees up? Why is Tron revenue up? It's because they, you know, Justin Sun is pushing meme coins, and so this is another element of some of these unique ecosystems. If you're bullish on them, look into that. Deepbook.tech. Just go in there, and there's a lot of nuggets in there to read. It's kind of interesting. But this bull run, if you guys think this is the bull run, wait until it gets on steroid. There's just so much tech on this particular bull run that I can't wait to see what it does to the market. But yeah, that was a tip I want to tell you. And we may have to connect again, because there's two other tips I want to speak to you about. I think it's good to be early on that, so that you can kind of pull it into the Breakfast Club. But yeah, I'm just bullish overall on this crypto space. My goodness. And yes, do $1 a day, 50 cents, whatever. Just get one towel, okay? Just one towel. It won't cost you anything. Just one single towel, and sit on it, okay? Remember, I said this over a year ago. I'm like, guys, get towel.
You did, bro.
I've never been bullish, but this is it. Take care, guys.
You did, bro. I remember. And
Oscar,
yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, amazing space, guys. Appreciate everybody. And again, just want to say another shout out to a project we had on here before. They're up 100% now. Fine Token. They're getting massive buys. I don't know what's going on, but and then yeah, just thank you again, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Peace.